Okay, we're starting up Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. My second time using this, and it's been a little bit difficult so far. Um, Bought it from Microsoft. Got the Premier package, top level package, and even though I had a Microsoft account, it was giving me trouble with my custom PC that it wouldn't, although it was registered, it wouldn't let me install to it. So after maybe 4 to 6 hours of working on it, I decided to switch over to Steam and download it there and request a refund off of Microsoft.com to see if it would run under Steam, and Steam worked absolutely fine. So, well, I shouldn't say absolutely fine. So the reality of it was that when I would plug in, it wouldn't find devices. I had to unplug and replug, where they would show up when I explained. If I pressed a key, like G for gears, or for gear, the sim would freeze up, entirely freeze up. So we're gonna see how it goes today. So props to Sobo Studios, fantastic job, especially the land integration and all that. There are some problems with the trees and houses melting that I noticed, but for the most part, it's pretty spectacular. And I know that they'll do stuff over the next couple of years to improve this greatly. So, all right, we're rocking and rolling. We'll see what we can do. And I believe I'm in 2K mode, so hopefully this works out and it's going to downscale. Really didn't look at that. Should have looked at that. Yeah. But we're at 48 frames per second, it appears, right now, so that's pretty decent. Let me see. No, I'm already in deep on this one. Let's see. Stream output. Not what I'm looking for. Replay buffer hours, streamer, video is what I want, I think. Okay, base canvas is 1900 by whatever. And showing output scaled resolution. Not sure that that's exactly what it is, but I'm gonna go with it and we'll see what the recording is like. So, sign in with this. That's me. Let's play. Kind of expecting some updates on the first run because basically stuff locking up or not functioning. I'm sure that they've gotten in some reports by now and have had 2 days to kind of work on it. So originally this came out Tuesday. I got it Tuesday night when I got home and spent the better part of 6 to midnight working to get it going. I barely touched stuff with the controls. I got the Alpha Flight controls in there, and they weren't picked up right away. Like I said, I had to unplug them and plug them back in again. So we'll see. 1982 for Flight Sim, the start. I had that back at Northeastern University in the lab, that along with Jet and Heli, I believe it was, the helicopter simulator. Stuff you can look up and see online for the history of Flight Sim stuff. It's really great. Jet was a lot of fun trying to land on a carrier, which was basically a bunch of blocks put together. So let's see if I can kind of. We got the desktop audio going. I'm not sure what we're getting here. Oh, I assume it's the music, so that's good. Yeah, one of the things that I would do is swap off these pictures on boot with maybe some different music as it kind of goes through, so you don't get totally bored from the same song. And it takes several minutes to load up, which is expected, but yeah. Another thing just to note was that I was flying a Bonanza, and they had the G1000s, multiple two G1000s in there, and the G1000 that was in that plane was functional in a graphical sense, but was not clickable that I could see, or I tried to. Didn't work out. So kind of questioning whether that's how far out that is. In X-Plane, I can pretty much do anything, any dial, and there's some deep stuff in the menus that doesn't really work. But for the most part, it does work. So, all right, so checking out world map here. Just gonna pick something. You can do activities. You got the flight training. They've got sites like Courvel there, if I'm saying that right, Mont Blanc, and some news and stuff. This would be pretty good to go through. I won't bore you with that, but let's go to the map. And the map has a Google Maps type of thing. Beautiful map. Props to that. Has the relative time of day, which is right here. I'm up in Massachusetts here around Boston. So you can pretty much fly anywhere here. It looks like a hurricane. So we could actually go chasing. Look at that. It's the cloud layer is animated there. Fantastic. So the other night I was flying the Cessna Citation just to get around. I think I'm going to do something a little bit more basic. On this, what would be the Piper Cub, but they have different types of Cubs here, the Super Cubs and, different types of stall, short takeoff and landing planes. You can go here with turboprops and get them up quickly. Airliners, they have a handful of jets. They've got 2, and props they've got 22, which is a pretty good selection. And moving left or right here is a little bit difficult. You have to actually grab down here and move it along to get the different planes. Some of these I find a little bit redundant in that you have this Flight Design, this Diamond here, which are both the sport light aircraft. I'm not sure what I'm getting that's really different there. I probably would have not brought in this guy, probably kept the Diamond as something that we'd see more. I know this is more European on this side, but I probably would have put in something like an older airplane, or a Warbird or something like that. We have no Warbirds at this time, and the selection is fairly good. We have 2 stunt planes, one with the Robin, which is more European, and one which is the Hit Special S2S. So those are both good. We have the X Cub, so I'm gonna actually choose the X Cub. Actually, should I choose something faster? I probably should. Let's go with let's see, cruise speed, and we got the DA62, which is kind of nice too because it's quicker. I want something I can tour. Let's say the SR22 and choose that. If we go, we have a bunch of different directions we can go here, but if we click on the aircraft selection here, that brings it up or shuts it down. Liveries, we can do liveries and see if we have multiples. Doesn't appear to be. Weight and balance, generally I just do something with the fuel here and bring the fuel up. And I have clicked into here for pilot. Once I've clicked in here to edit this, it would lock out and freeze. So that's a bug. So I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to see if we can get going. Failures, whatever that happens. ATC, I haven't really played with ATC. I have seen it in action on other videos, and it looks fairly good. Not a total terrible thing to have. Is X-Plane does fairly well, and you get VATSIM and other things that people could probably get into once we get plugins going. Here with the flight conditions, you can fly with live players, all players, or off. I'm going to do all players. We'll see what goes on. Live traffic, we can do AI or live traffic. I believe live traffic is a, I think it's a piping of historical data, I would say. I don't know if they're actually doing live, but saying live. But other things like on X-Plane we have a historical, so it would take flights from a day in history and replay those. Weather and time live, it's nice out, I'm not going to worry about that. Flight conditions look good, except for I want to have it more in the daytime. But first we have to pick someplace. I'm going to go KMMHT. Actually, I'm going to do a Kilo Hotel Yankee Alpha Hyannis Barnstable. So we're on the Cape. Pick that. And I'm going to change the flight conditions. And right here we have the time of day. And you can see that reflected on the background here. So let's go a little bit early. You can see the sun coming up. We're going to go and say that I'm going to do a preset over here. Switch to preset. And I'm going to do scattered clouds. Now, it doesn't tell you exactly what you do here. I'm assuming that you would go home, but really you don't want that. You want to click down here, and it'll bring you back to the map where you have fly. So we're on 24, 54, 24 of asphalt. I'm going to do fly and crack my throttle a little bit. It'll bring me in, and the plane is started now. I've got to dive in a little bit and see if I can start with the plane not started so that I can do my run up and all that kind of stuff. But for right now, let's just take a quick flight around and see the Cape and see what it looks like. Kind of surprising. It doesn't take much once it loads. I have a beast of a PC here, so my specs are a 1950X. Threadripper with 64 gigs of RAM, I believe, or 128, something like that. It might be 128. All SSDs, and a GeForce 2080 Ti. So not a slacker machine at all. But I'm also doing the filming and all that off the same machine with a couple of cameras and whatnot, so you can see controls and radios and stuff like that as well. So if you're in the chat room, you want to give me a shout out, that would be cool. Kind of watching it, you'll see me look over here every once in a while. That's just me looking at you over here. I gotta come up with a better thing, but I think I'm gonna be moving soon anyways, probably within the next couple of months. So it'll be another studio setup and hopefully something much more permanent. All right, here we go. So it comes and brings you into this nice panoramic view where they kind of give you the run around or the walk around. And it's Barnstable, and they'll say, you know, something about the airplane, and then they'll do a little fancy move around the airplane so you can take a look at it. Things that I kind of like are the depth of field here, the fact that the grass on the ground is very well done. The textures on the ground are also very high quality for around the airports that I've seen. I don't know if they put down markers around certain airports to get better ground view, versus something like X-Plane where you could use the satellite maps. You can use the big satellite maps as well. It takes an enormous amount of storage to actually do that. Here with the live streaming, we don't really have that, which is great. And I'd say the placement of the houses is fairly good, but you get a little bit more detail with this satellite orthography, I guess. So we're ready to fly, and we're here in Barnstable. Gotta get head tracking going as well, but we are here, and we can take a look around. And really it looks like a skybox for the clouds, but you'll find out it's not really a skybox, which is pretty incredible. I think the clouds are probably, in the weather system, is probably the best thing about this so far. So we got the windsock over here coming straight on. We've got, let's see, not really super familiar with this, so I'm just gonna make sure everything's good. Prop's good, don't have prop. Flaps, pretty simple. Turn boost pump on before switching fuel tanks. So I'm gonna turn my fuel pump on boost because we're already running. Make sure we're still running. We are. Pretty simple stuff here. I'm looking for my parking brake for one. Don't. Well, my fuses are in a good spot. They really thought out this SR22 really well. Alt-air, static, and I can move up and down with the up and down keys like X-Plane, which is good. And the textures are just really nice PBR textures. Let's take a look. Joystick button 6, which is here. I don't think it works. I don't think that works. You can look it up. You can go up here and kind of take a look at your joysticks. We do have the Alpha flight controls, and 6 is over here on the left, and it doesn't press down. It just goes up and down. And maybe that did it. I don't know. Anyways, we can 2-4, 2-4. Caution is. See how far we can go in here. Alert. Nothing. Okay. Some of the others had a actual brake. Got left and right there. Where would it be in the real airplane? That's a good question. I know somebody's shouting at me. No, no one's shouting at me. Alright. I can hit B for brakes. Seems to be behaving today a little bit better. And before I do that, let's go to controls again. And yeah, not a lot you can do. They just kind of force you down one direction, it looks like. This is my equipment that I'm using, but how do I do my config on it? What if I want a different banding on my throttle or on my yoke? Oh. Let's try bringing up the power here. I'm gonna throw on a headset so I can actually hear some stuff going on. Hopefully. I'm really wrapped up here. Oh great. I got Ghost Plane in front of me. And if I tap on brakes? No. Well. Bring that back down again. Let's see. Oh great. Yeah, we're right where we want to be, right behind here, right behind a Jet Blast. That's super. Anything over here for brakes? Master, no. Down on the column, push button brakes. Anything? Got the got heading range, transponder. Fairly nice keyboard. I'm really not seeing it. This is kind of crazy. I got up here. Bought it. But being able to kind of punch something in or change a keyboard mapping would be really swell right now. Toolbar. Fuel. VR map. Brakes. How about brakes, guys? We can also go to camera here and take a look at external and move this around. Kind of gamified. I'm not sure I really like that, but then you can go showcase and go drone follow mode or stuff like that. Kind of neat. But all right, well, maybe Not finding it, guys. Lamps are up. Come on. I am absolutely perplexed if it has parking brake where it would be. You can open that, select fuel tanks. Can't tap. Or can I? Did that just work? Maybe. If we get some forward movement. Wait. Oh. Oh, bring my power down, excuse me. Alright, we might have to go out, guys. Let's see. Okay, options, controls. Let's see if we can go deeper on this. Keyboard. Alt. And no search. Right? Find the brakes here. See if we can punch something in. No. Do alpha flight controls. Okay, rudder flight controls are rudder trim right is what I think it is. 10 and 12. Yeah. That's good. Left 9 and 11. Good. 6587 should be 6587 elevator trim. Why would it say that my brakes are there? No. Let's go with 2. Joystick button 2. Here. Reset cockpit view. Okay, so that's under camera. How am I going back here? Escape. Not very intuitive. So again, alpha flight controls, instruments, camera, internal camera, flight controls and surfaces, trim, elevator up. Not seen. Select an input. Button 2. Right. Filter. Essentials. Find. Okay, so it's just telling me not a lot. Really don't like this. Toggle parking brakes. Took me a while. Select an input. Go to 2. Don't care. Clear current input because I don't care about looking forward instantaneously. Oh, okay. Select an input. 2. Validate. Okay. Alright, that was not so great. And where has it put my flaps? Probably, again, another thing is the My whole stack here has been rendered absolutely useless, although it is the most used stack in the entire flight sim industry, even though it's a bit old. Not good. Alright. Skip out of this, skip out of this, and back again. Let's see if we get... Oh, and it did it, but it didn't. It did both at the same time. Alright. This thing's killing me. So. Yep. Alright.
Cleared RNAV runway 24 approach, good speed, 82.
Okay. Up. And I would go gear up, but it's not working. Hit G. Not sure it worked. So now, while I'm supposed to be flying, I should go to a camera external view to see if my gear actually came up. Oh, okay. They're fixed gear.
Gear 56, cleared to land runway 24. Follow the generic on final. Wind 286 at 8. Cleared to land runway 24, Gear 56.
Yeah, you can see some things aren't really... I can choose to put it on Alt. Okay, my altitude reporting. Okay, this looks a little bit better than what it was, so... Right, okay.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra, you are leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Thank you, good day. Sierra Romeo 22. Stuff like this. I guess I can't use the shade.
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra, please acknowledge.
I think the trim wheel's working, but I'm not sure. Let's try, where am I in the arc here? Past it. Slow down a bit for slow flight.
Gear 56 exit runway when able.
And I'm not hearing flaps, so bring it back up again. So that's not super fun.
Good speed 82, cleared to land runway 24.
All right.
Follow the aircraft on the runway. Wind 286 at 8. Gear 56 exit runway when able. Cleared to land runway 24, good speed 82. Gear 56, turn next taxiway.
And the labeling kind of gamish and unneeded Hopefully can turn a lot of that stuff off. I should be looking, I shouldn't be told where an airport is.
Air 56 contact ground on 118.45.
And back down again.
118.45 for Air 56.
Totally dumping flaps there. It's fine. I'm in the arc and I need to lose some speed. I think I should get head tracking going on the next video, but this is fine for now. Round.
Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra, acknowledge last transmission.
Stall.
Not a stall. And gear down, full fuel, fuel on full. Bring it in 75. Myself a little bit up here, taller than this.
Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra, did you hear my last transmission?
All right, that
Godspeed 82, go around.
that was okay-ish. All right, let's take a trip.
Going around Goodspeed 82. Goodspeed 82, contact Boston approach on 120.125.
Be a little bit too tall. Should be right about there for me.
120.125 for Goodspeed 82.
All right.
Hyannis Tower, Goodspeed 82, 1 miles south inbound RNAV runway 24 approach.
Didn't know it had nose wheel steering. That's kind of cool.
Cleared RNAV runway 24 approach.
And up we go.
Altimeter 29.9, 2 wind 286 at 8.
Do some ground effect. Go off to the right here.
Cleared RNAV runway 24 approach, Goodspeed 82.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink,
You don't sink.
don't sink, 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 don't sink.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra, did you
Check
hear
out
my
the,
last transmission?
Check out the beach.
Goodspeed 82, cleared to land runway 24. Wind 286 at 8. Cleared to land runway 24, Goodspeed 82.
Okay, we're headed west a bit.
Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra, did you copy? is Tower Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra frequency change. Boston approach Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cirrus SR22 3 miles east of 2 Bravo 1. Request flight following. Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Boston approach. Squawk 5335. Squawk 5335 Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra. Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 3 miles northeast of 2 Bravo 1 3,300 feet. Altimeter 29.902. Copy Cirrus X-Ray Golf
So it
Sierra.
made it easy and changed the transponder for me, which is kind of okay. Okay, so 2,000 feet, 1,000 feet, 500 feet. Clearance, Clarence. Cloud clearance, Clarence. Go up and take a look at Boston. Alright, turned out. Technically, I'm going odd northeast, so keep it down at 5,500. Actually, if I go 5,200, I'm going to end up in the cloud, so I'm going to go 5,500. So I'm going to go 7,500. Surprisingly, not a lot to think about in this airplane, which is good. They're at altitude, they're taking out houses that I don't think X-Plane and Ortho for X-Plane would do. So if I zoom in, I'm not getting real houses, I'm getting the 3D modeled, or sorry, the satellite version of the houses from here. I think X-Plane holds on to them for a bit longer.
Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra contact Boston approach on 124.1.
124.1 Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra.
There we go.
Boston approach Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 7,900 feet.
Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Boston approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
this doesn't seem likely right here, but they have something to work on, because I can't be going up this at 134 at 2.5 or 3 degrees and be getting barely a rise. That should be much faster, but it seems like at 2.5 it's where it should be at the horizon, but could be getting dropped from the clouds. Not sure. Possible. Nice if there was a way to move that faster. And we're not matching up, and they're having me press a key to adjust it, which isn't cool either. We should be at one notch off of 3.3. Okay, looks like we're good. There's Logan Airport right down there. Even at high magnification, I can't see much. And this over here is very reminiscent of XEnviro. So they probably use the same type of methodology, where if I back off to regular, it's not going to show it as much. Yep, basically XEnviro clouds.
Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra contact Boston approach on 118.25. Going to 118.25 Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra. Boston approach Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 7,700 feet. Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Boston approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
Okay, they're not telling me much. But they did contact me, so I'm cleared through the Bravo. So no Bravo busting today for me. This is disappointing though. This whole stack is out. I could be changing stuff here, but Nothing. Okay, let's do a touch and go at Boston. Yep, that was a person over there. All right. I think we did a little bit better than them. Just saying. All right, off we go.
Boston approach Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type Cirrus SR-22, 2 miles west of Boston, 500 feet. Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Boston approach. Squawk 6251. Squawk 6251 Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra. Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra radar contact 2 miles west of Boston, 1,300 feet. Cleared through the Bravo airspace. Cleared through the Bravo airspace, Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Not bad. I do have one higher setting I can go to on the graphics, so might try that. I thought that might be why it was bombing out on me last night. Maybe not. So we're coming up on, we're over the Charles. That would be MIT below us, I believe. So
Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra contact Boston approach on 124.1. Going to 124.1 Cirrus X-Ray Golf Sierra.
There's Fenway. Ave.
Boston approach Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra 1000 feet. Cirrus Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Boston approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.92. Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra, you're leaving my airspace radar. Service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Cirrus X-ray Golf Sierra.
Not entirely true. I shouldn't be cleared out of it until about here, but probably because I dropped below a certain altitude. Thought I crashed or something. Who knows? Starting to get a little bit of bumpiness, which is good. Hmm. I seem to have a friend. Beware the hun in the sun. Alright. Okay, we're approaching Lowell and about to enter into New Hampshire. what was up with that taxi message, but that was kind of interesting. Thought I was taxiing. Buildings are too high, but not bad. Horrible. And now open door. Interesting. Nor on this side. And inoperable. Nice touch, because it doesn't work. Oh, that's about that, guys. Not terrible. Didn't hit the expensive jet, luckily. Just squeaked by that. Just by an inch. Not sure about these switches here. Gonna try the Cessna or something with real toggles. Not sure what they're going for there. But pretty okay. Yep. Alright. Well, next time, guys. See y'all.